Good morning, teacher. Welcome to our group. Today, we will present you the evidence-based analysis. Compare the English language teaching and learning environments in Thailand and Vietnam. The first topic is the teachers. A teacher is a person who helps students to acquire knowledge, competence, or virtue via the practice of teaching. Let's see the similarity and differences between Thai and Vietnamese teachers. I will begin with the similarity first. Teach cover 4 skills. As EFL teaching, the teachers should practice the student to understand all 4 skills to communicate in academic life. For teaching of English to be successful, 4 skills, speaking, listening, reading, and writing, should be integrated in an effective way. These skills should be addressed in a way that helps students meet the standards set for them and develop their communicative competence gradually. Next, group work and discussion. The teachers in both countries believe that the students should work together to brainstorm the ideas and have group discussion on various topics. When doing in group, the brighter students seem to be the group leader, and they will tell others what they need to do to help. At the same time, for the students who are not as confident, group work seems to encourage them to ask others for help. The last similarity is teacher-centered style. It is a traditional approach which the teacher functions in the familiar role of classroom lecturer, presenting information to the students who are expected to passively receive the knowledge. It's like the one-way communication, and that's what Thai and Vietnamese teachers usually do in class. Every coin has 2 sides, so we move to the differences. The first one is to recognize the cultural context. Vietnamese teachers consider the cultural context as well as using a variety of teaching approaches. Cultural context is related to the society where the individuals are raised in and at how the culture affects behavior. Knowing this can help students to absorb both language and culture. Next, be open-minded. Vietnamese teachers let students chances to share and exchange opinions and also encourage them to think beyond what they know. While in Thailand, students are thought to be respect to the teacher, so questioning about what the teacher teach is prohibited. And the last difference is take advantage from technology. Technology provides students with easy-to-access information and fun opportunities to practice what they have learned. Through the use of technology inside and outside the classroom, the students can gain the 21st century technical skills necessary for future occupation. Thai teachers use Facebook as a teaching tool so that students can relay lessons to their own experience in order to achieve goals.
Okay, I'm going to present about students in this article. Let's move to students' criteria. There are 4 main points that we're going to talk about. The first is general background of students. They are in public universities, English major, and taking similar English courses, and they are in the 3rd and 4th year. So the general background of students of both countries are the same. The second is the number of students. The researcher choose the students in the 3rd and 4th year program. They choose 150 students. The next is location of the universities. The university is not in the capital city, and the facilities and learning environment are all the same of both. And then finally, English course. The course is focused on English skills rather than knowledge, and the course is sharing common knowledge and skill in English also. The researcher divide the four of strategic classifications in this article. The first is memory, cognitive, the next affective, and social. Okay, now let's see the difference between Thai and Vietnamese students. So I am going to talk the Thai students first. The Thai students always show respect to teachers and carefully pay attention in class. So they're always respect to people, also leads to student obeying and not questioning their teachers. And they're always shy and reserved in language classroom. They are less using learning strategies. And the means of the research is show the highest means of affective and social classification. There are low English proficiency. So they're difficult to understand the content. They can relate lessons to their own experience to achieve goals when using Facebook as a learning tool. They are not expected to learn pronunciation, so they learn English through the grammar translations method. That's the reason why they have medium frequency of language strategy use. Next, we talk about the Vietnamese students. The Vietnamese students are encouraged more when they learn with native English teachers, so they feel more comfortable speaking. So they have a higher English proficiency than students among ASEAN countries. They participate in classroom and more using learning strategies. So they have higher means of memory and cognitive classification. They learn by using 3 methods, different from Thai students. The Vietnamese students learn through the grammar translation method, the direct method, and the collaborative teaching approach. They have a chance to share and exchange opinions, encourages them to think beyond what they know. And there are high frequency of language strategy use. And finally, I'm going to talk about the similarity between Thai and Vietnamese students. Both Thai and Vietnamese students are used to have teachers leading the class. Students with low English proficiency have poor background knowledge of English, so they cannot recognize their own mistakes without teachers' assistance. The students of both countries with high English proficiency have strong background knowledge of English, so they can figure out what mistakes they've made.
Okay, let's go to take a look in the part of the classroom. In Thailand, the classroom learning environment is passive. The teacher is away to center in the English classroom teaching, and teaching in general recognize other teacher font. So classes utilize one-way communication as the teacher transfer the knowledge to the student. Students are not provided the option to question or have argument. They have to be well behaved all the time during the class, sitting or listening quietly and respect the teacher. Moreover, for the government school,
Most English classes are taught by Thai teacher, and English to Thai translation is frequently used in class. Lessons are based on textbook, so teaching English is not focused on using language for communicating. Even the curriculum is created by the government, but the school can adapt more learning outcome that's more related to their school area. In Vietnam, in a class, there are various methods using in teaching English. The lesson consider the cultural context as well as using a variety of teaching approach in the English classrooms. Also, the government had taken a learner-centered approach into the consideration. On the other hand, participation in the classroom is very low. Classroom materials or the activity are not attractive for students as well. The role of English language of the international communication, the Vietnam students, most of them just learn the English for find a job or taking the exam. For the classroom constraint, both in Thailand and Vietnam, they have their class size problems because there are about 30 or 40 students per class in their school, which are located in the city. And the school that are located in the city is where noisy places when there are cars and emergency vehicle making a lot of noise on the busy roads or the construction area making noise all day. The sound can be a major distraction for the student and the teacher. Also, teaching equipment. Some projects or assignment might require special material or the equipment. And if the school doesn't have those material or the budget to get them, those projects become a challenge for the classroom. And English class only 2 or 3 times per week. Time is another factor that teachers have to work with because in the school weeks there are only a few opportunities to teach English. These openings are sometimes used for other classes as well if there are special school or if there are special school activities.
Okay, for the next section is teaching method. The teaching method that I will present to you just only the similarity of the teaching method that teachers in Thailand and Vietnam are really used. Let's move to the first one. The first one is, let's talk about the teaching method from Thailand and Vietnam. From Thailand and Vietnam, teachers from both countries are using the 4 major teaching methods. The first one is the grammar translation, then move to the direct method. After that is the communicative language teaching, and the last one is collaborative teaching approach. Okay, let's talk about the first one, the grammar translation method. The grammar translation method is the method that the learners learn about grammatical rules and then apply the rules to the language by translating the sentences between the target language and the native language. For the advanced student, may be required to translate the whole text to improve their English skill. The grammar translation quite motivate some of the students individually, motivate them to find the text, interpret them, translate them, and know about the content of the text. The second one is the direct method. The main concept of the direct method are: first one, students should not use their native tongue in classroom. That means every student that come to the direct method classroom, they have to speak only the target language. Number 2, the grammar should not be explicitly taught. That means the teacher will you make wrong about the grammar of the student, student have to speak everything that they thought, even that is wrong in grammar. The third one is teacher should not explain or translate but demonstrate. That means the teacher do not or should not explain the content to the student. Students have to find out by themselves. The fourth one is teacher should create an environment to help students understand the meaning, such as a picture, a video, a sound clip. Number 5 is accurate grammar points and pronunciation are emphasized. Number 6 is student for L2 should learn about the communication in the form of questioning and answering. That means the teacher and student have to speak together. Teacher have to ask some question and student have to answer them. Third one is communicative language teaching approach, or we call CLT. The communicative language teaching approach emphasizes the understanding of the target language. Therefore, teacher have to select learning activity that can engage the student in authentic language usage. That means teacher have to find some activity, have to find some work that's suitable for the student, and student really need to do, really need to learn. And the last one is collaborative teaching approach. The collaborative teaching approach serves as an important shift away from typical classroom. Through this approach, students are motivated to work in groups, discussion, and engage in active talks. As well, a teacher is considered as a person who coaches students in their learning process. In Thai, we always call teacher as the facilitator. Teacher have to facilitate or coach the student to do everything, not teach them. Okay, that's all for our presentation. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye. See you later.